Hi, it's Jaji. I am recording this video with my headphones because I have my heat on and it's loud, but I'm not trying to freeze either. If this video is trash, then I'll trash it and I'll re-record another day. However, for now, we're just gonna try this out and see how it works. Today's video is really about me explaining how I built my credit and how I suggest you build your credit. But like, again, I'm not a financial consultant or an advisor. Don't know if I've said this in previous videos. This is just me recording my journey and just keeping some things trackable. And also I want to share the info that I think is helpful. Again, not a financial consultant of any sort, so take my advice with a grain of salt. So again, I'm going to call this video what I did to build my credit to the 700s. So my credit right now is like 740 something. It's taken a couple hits lately, and I'll explain that further on. So it's been higher, it's been fluctuating, it's really inconsistent actually across different sources. Okay, so my number one step for building your credit is to initiate having credit. So you have to have credit to build your credit. That's really the only way. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what you buy. It's if you don't have credit, that's not how that works. So what you need to make sure you have is at least a credit card or a loan of some sort. So with a credit card, if you are starting off, this is your first form of credit, you have no credit score, nothing, your parents could have built up your credit for you, but if they didn't, what you can do to build up your credit is to have them push you, your parents or anybody else, another adult, or of course an adult, but any other person with good credit, have them put you as an authorized user on their cards, so you get the benefits of them having good credit. That makes sense. It'll then be your card as well. So you can build your credit that way, basically off leeching somebody else. It's a bit harsh, but that's kind of what it is. Or you can start from scratch like I did. So what I did to build my credit is, so initially, I think the first credit that I got, is my student loans. I went to John Jay for a semester in 2016, and I got student loans from that. And that was the first type of credit I've ever had. So you just have to make sure you have some sort of credit to start off the age of your credit. You want your credit to be as old as possible, so do not hold off building your credit for any reason. Don't say I'm gonna wait till I have money. No. Wait, build your credit the moment you realize you need your credit, which is now. You need your credit before today, honestly. So build your credit as fast as possible by getting a loan of some sort. It could be a car loan, personal loan, student loan, or you can get a secured credit card, which is kind of easy. So for secured credit cards, you can get the Discover card. I personally got my bank's credit card, my past bank at the time, secured credit card. The way secured credit cards work is that you typically give them a deposit. Them is the bank, of course, and with that deposit, or not close to it, ends up being your credit line. So when I opened my secured credit card, I put a credit line of $250, so I deposited $250, and I did that in 2017. I have it listed down here. So I did that in 2017. I sadly have not gotten that money back yet, even though my credit's good now, and they should have bumped me up to a regular credit card. I will not close that account though, because it's one of my oldest accounts, and I don't want to decrease the average age of my accounts. Again, something I will touch upon later. So you can, as I said, get a loan of some sort. You just need some debt, honestly. Just get some debt. Not all debt is bad. Bad debt is bad, of course, but debt is how you build your credit. So that's, so just get a secured card. I think I'll try to list them in the description, maybe. I'll give suggestions for everything. I like cashback, so everything I talk about, all the cards will have cashback, most likely. So number one is to get a credit card, secure to debit, secure to student, and get some debt. I'm saying to do both of these things because it's good to have numerous types of accounts. You need a bunch of different accounts, honestly. Number three is pay everything on time. You can mess up your credit if you don't pay all your bills on time. You need to make sure your credit card bills are paid on time in full. That's what I like to do. I don't like to I don't like to have any balances roll over. That's how you cure interest. Avoid that like the plague that it is. And also just pay off things on time, because missed payments hit your credit score, and missed payments stay in your credit score for years. I'll tag on to the screen like how many years. I'm not 100% sure right now, but it's years. Number 4, use less than 10% of your available credit. So say you have $1,000 as your credit line. Do not spend more than $100. Don't do it. Just because you have $10,000 available, all you should be using is $100. Do not go over 10%. I think currently I'm at 3%. I have, how many credit cards do I have? Did I write that down? My secured credit card, my Chase Unlimited, Freedom Unlimited, my Target card, and my Citi card. 4 credit cards, all paid off on time. Never have accrued interest on any of them. Knock on wood, don't want to do that. I have auto pay on every single credit card and all of my accounts, so even my student loan accounts. Second, I started paying off my student loan from John Jay. Auto payment. Auto pay. I got a student loan for the school I'm going to right now. Auto pay. It's not a question, not a doubt. It's happening. So even though I said that you should open numerous accounts, open them slowly. Don't open accounts back to back. Not a good idea, just because you can look like you're desperate for credit. You know, you don't want to like you need the money. Like you could just you would like the money. It's a game. Really, it's a game. So you have to find this balance of having credit but not having too much credit, applying for credit often but not too often. So I can tell you what I did. I don't really think I did the best, but it's not that bad either. So the first thing I did, as I said, is I got student loans in 2016. I got 2 different student loans. They kind of came together. It was still 2, so the 2 count separately. In October 2016, I paid off 1 a little bit too early, which I'll talk about later, but I've had those 2 in 2016. I have 1 left. And then after that, in November 2017, I opened my secured credit card, which over a year of time. So what you have to do is make sure you keep the hits very far apart. Not very far apart, like a good, don't do it too often, okay? So keep the hits a bit separate. And then my third account was my Freedom Unlimited. I have 1.5% cash back. And when I opened the card, I think they had a promotion going on where you could get $300 if you spent, I think, $1,000 or $500. Somewhere between that within the first 3 months. I did that and I got that free money. Number 3. No, that Chase card was in June 2018 for number 3. Number 4, bad thing here. I remember when I did this. I opened my Target credit card. The Target credit card isn't the bad thing. It's when I did it. I did it in July 2018, only a month after. Not even a full month. There were days in between. Not the best idea. So I definitely remember that my credit took a hit. I remember the pain. I don't remember exactly how much of a hit, but I remember that. It wasn't fun. But yeah, so I would just space it out better. My Target card gets 5% off all of my purchases, so I save some money with that. And they also have a Target debit card, but I saw no point in that if I could just improve my credit with the Target credit card. Number 5, I opened my Citi Double Cash. Yeah, my Citi Double Cash in May this year, May 2019. It's 2%, has Double Cash, makes it states. And yeah, I just use that now more often than my Chase Unlimited because it earns me more cash back. And then I got a student loan in October of this year, so a month ago. And yeah, so that wasn't the hit on my credit, but there was a space of several months between those. Let's see, May to October, 5 months. So that's a good amount of space. It's just I had to hit my credit a couple times to get a good student loan. But yeah, that was just going over opening account. I'm looking at my notes right now, sorry. Opening accounts over time, but not too close to each other. Number 5 tip is to monitor your credit. If you're trying to build your credit and you're not monitoring it, you're not doing anything. Like, there's no point if you're not watching it. Anything could happen and you wouldn't know. So I like to watch it just to make sure that like there's no fraudulent activity, just to make sure things are recorded correctly, because incorrect information can get to your account. You don't want to like realize that you got hit for no reason. As well, speaking of hits, let me try to open my Credit Karma so I can explain this to you better. Okay, so I opened up my Credit Karma to go over like the different sections of building your credit and like how different things affect things, but this is a great example of tools you should use to benefit you in like monitoring your credit. You can use Credit Karma, you can use TurboTax, you can use Experian. They have a thing called Experian Boost now, where they let you input information like your credit card information, your debit card information, so they can track your payments, so they can add payment history from non-debt, like just bill payments, into like your credit score to give your credit score a boost. And then you can use your credit card companies, like I know Discover offers credit monitoring. I think Chase does, Citi does. Yes, that's what I know of right now. But yeah, those are some you can definitely just check with them. And Mint is part of Intuit, and they are also part of TurboTax. So if you sign up for TurboTax, Mint already has your information, so I would just use that anyway, so you can keep all your info in one place. I use like most of these just because I dabble in different accounts, but right now mostly just Credit Karma. I pulled up credit factors. So the credit factors are payment history. Currently mine is 100%. This is high impact. So there's different like categories, and they have different levels of impact on your credit. So payment history is a high impact. Credit card use is high impact as well. I'm at 3% for credit card use, which is green. So 100% of course is green, and 3% is green. I believe I said 10%. Okay, it says try to stay under 30%. Under 10% is even better. So yeah, do that. Stay under those numbers. Derogatory marks, you don't want to have any of those. It's high impact. Things that count as derogatory marks are collections, tax liens, bankruptcies, or civil judgments on your accounts. Avoid those like the plague that they are. Credit age is medium impact. Thank God it's medium impact because mine is in the red right now. Okay, it sucks because my oldest account is 3 years and my youngest account is a month. Let's double check that. Yeah. So my oldest account is 3 years and 1 month, and my youngest account is 1 month. And when I said that I closed one of my student loans, that ended up hurting me because that was a 3-year account that ended up hitting my account by like making the credit age, like the median age of all my credit lower. So now it's in the red. Sucks, but it's fine. My total accounts are at 7 right now. This is a low impact. So they want you to have a lot of accounts, apparently, like a lot. Like I have 7, that's not enough. Like 0 to 10 is not, it's like too little. You need to have like 11 plus to have like good, like to have enough really for what they want. Like they want you to have like a lot of accounts, but again, you can't open too consistently because you're going to come upon hard inquiries. Hard inquiries are the numbers of times you've applied for credit or times that places have like drawn your credit. So my last inquiries were from Discover, because I applied for student loan, T-Mobile, because I got T-Mobile and they like to check your credit score, I guess, I don't know. SunTrust, which I was looking for a student loan, and Sallie Mae be looking for a student loan. I've heard that if you looked for something, if you're applying for a lot of credit at the same time, the hit is going to hit differently. So Credit Karma, all these other services are like guesstimates of what your credit really is. They can't really get the exact number. You can get the exact number by contacting one of the 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. You can like ask them, and they have to give you one for free for the year, and it won't affect you. But yeah, so I'm gonna tell you guys what my credit score is like right now, according to Credit Karma, is 740 to 740. And I'm going to go in a little depth of how like this shit does not matter. So much fun. So when I was saying I was applying for student loans, Sallie Mae, Discover, and SunTrust, so I got denied twice, and they all gave me my credit scores, and so the reason I got denied was because of the age of my credit. Like, it's not old enough. So let's see. At the time that I applied, my FICO score for my Citi card was 772. My FICO score from Discover when they hit me was 755. My score from Sallie Mae when they hit me was 747. And my score from SunTrust when they hit me was 742. Let's see what Credit Karma says my score was at that time. Let's see if I can check that. Okay, so according to Credit Karma, my score at the time was 747. And I had dropped that day 3 points because I closed an account, but also because of a hit on my account from one of the inquiries, but before that it was 750. So with that information, you'd be probably confused as I was as to why I got denied credit when my score was fairly good. So because the age of my credit wasn't good, and I closed out that 3-year student loan like 2 weeks before, so that like immediately decreased the age of my credit, which sucks because both of them wanted you to have like an average, like not an average. They want you to have 3 years of credit, and I had 2 years and 11 months, and I could not wait until 1 month passed to get that loan, so I had to do it then, which sucks, but it's fine. It's a learning experience. But also, like, hearing like the number that I said earlier with my FICO score at the time from Citi being 772, my Discover FICO, again, these are all FICO scores apparently, my Discover FICO is 755, and my Sallie Mae FICO being 747, and my SunTrust FICO being 742. All of these numbers, right, are supposed to be good enough to get a student loan, but I guess because age of the credit, it wasn't good enough. Even though they didn't, like, they have the age incorporated into credit score, but I guess like not well enough, which sucks. And also like just the inconsistency is like, how is it like 772 to 747? Like that's a big disparity, but I would say it's fine, but it's not, because the loan I got, like the rate is trash, and I'm gonna have to refinance as soon as possible, which is like super annoying. But like, again, learning experiences. And this is all I have to tell you, just like be careful when building your credit, because even though it's just a high number, you can still get denied. And that's that. Like, you can't, not just what it says. And even if it does say one thing, other places are looking at different numbers from apparently the same source. It's like really confusing. So I'm trying to share this information as like how you can build your credit, but also do not rely solely on your credit. Okay, it's not like solely based upon like your credit alone, like your credit score alone. Like, there's factors to it that aren't fully incorporated, which sucks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put like resources in the description below if you like anything that I've said. Oh, I gotta go. Bye.